Senator from Tennessee.
I rise today to discuss my serious concerns about the judgment and the temperament of a nominee, Kahl. The controversial nominee to be the Undersecretary of Defense for Policy, the third highest position in our Department of Defense. On April the 13th, 2021, I, along with 17 other senators, wrote to FBI Director Christopher Wray requesting an investigation into whether Kahl had improperly disclosed classified information. We also asked the Majority Leader not to advance Kahl's nomination on the floor until the FBI completes his investigation. Yet here we stand. The 18 senators who signed these letters include senators who sit on the Senate Judiciary Committee, the Senate Intelligence Committee, and the Senate Armed Services Committee. As senators, the Constitution charges us with providing advice and consent. And so I stand here today because the Senate deserves to have these questions answered so that we may properly discharge our duties. I fear my Democratic colleagues want to force this nominee through before we know all the facts which may be incredibly damning to his nomination. Here's what we do know. As a U.S. government employee with a top-secret security clearance, Kahl signed a classified information non-disclosure agreement. In fact, he likely signed many of them during his tenure in government. This document binds government employees in perpetuity to protect classified information under U.S. laws, regulations, and executive orders. These classified information non-disclosure agreements don't come with footnotes. They don't come with fine print that says you're only obligated to protect classified information when it's a president you like or when it's a president that belongs to the political party you agree with. Mr. Kahl signed this document to protect classified information in perpetuity, period. Yet rather than uphold the oath that he took to his nation and to his government, Kahl decided to recklessly disclose sensitive information to score political points on Twitter. Some of the information that Kahl appears to have leaked, internal deliberations of the National Security Council, is of a category even senators and Senate staff with the highest security clearances are almost always denied access. In December of 2017, Kahl publicly bragged that he confirmed the disclosure to the media of classified planning for military options in North Korea with, quote, multiple sources inside the administration. You can see right here his tweet. There's a contingent at the White House that believes a limited strike is viable and the U.S. can control escalation by threatening regime change if Kim Jong-un retaliates. This is incredible. And continuing on that same thread, he says, I've heard this separately from multiple sources inside the administration. In other words, if the intelligence services of North Korea, China, Russia, Iran, and other adversaries were working to corroborate the accuracy of this leaked information, Kahl saved them the trouble by working with, quote, multiple sources inside the administration to confirm this leaked classified information, publicly no less. Let me put this in a personal perspective. When Kahl tweeted these leaks in December of 2017, I was serving as U.S. Ambassador to Japan. This was at a time when North Korea had launched 2 intercontinental ballistic missiles over Japan, and they'd also detonated a thermonuclear warhead, putting the lives of my family, my fellow American diplomats, and more than 50,000 active duty U.S. military and their families, all of us living within range of North Korea, in harm's way. At a time when tensions couldn't have been higher, Kahl was willing to expose vital information to North Korea and risk American lives. All of this just to score political points. Reckless, I say. In February and March of 2017, Kahl leaked details about a classified National Security Council meeting on counterterrorism operations in Yemen that he, quote, confirmed with 4 separate staffers in the room. Here's his message, talking about Yemen, quoting the Deputy National Security Council Director, K.T. McFarland, saying, saddle up. This is a direct quote from a meeting that should have been, the existence of this meeting should have been classified, and certainly anything that was said during this meeting. Here it is on Twitter. And then he follows up by saying that he's confirmed with 4 separate staffers in the room. In short, Kahl used social media and other forums to leak classified information to brag about his ability to get U.S. government employees to confirm with him the veracity of leaked classified information. Whoever holds the 3rd highest position at DoD must be someone who completely understands and appreciates the important nature of sensitive information and is dedicated to safeguarding it. Yet rather than respect the responsibility that came with his access to sensitive material, Kahl recklessly shared this privileged information on Twitter for the world to see, merely to scratch a political partisan itch. If we let this nominee slide through under these conditions, what message does it send to other ambitious national security types? Doesn't it say that leaking classified information for political reasons will be rewarded? Doesn't it encourage further disclosure of classified information? Doesn't it play right into our adversaries' hands by showing that our internal political divisions can be exploited to obtain the most sensitive information that our government keeps? As my Senate colleagues and I explained in our letter to FBI Director Wray, the Undersecretary of Defense for Policy plays a key role in matters crucial to America's national security and should be held by a person of sound judgment and temperament, someone who understands and respects the need to safeguard classified information and to keep national security affairs distinct and separate from partisan political activities. Kahl's growing record of apparent mishandling of classified information and his evasive response regarding this issue fall far short of the standard required for holding one of our nation's top national security positions. By apparently soliciting or otherwise receiving classified information from U.S. government officials serving in national security roles and repeatedly posting such information on social media, Kahl demonstrated disregard for security protocols that are designed to protect our national security interests. Kahl has shown that he's unfit to serve, and his nomination should not move forward until the FBI has completed the investigation requested by me and 17 of my Senate colleagues. I hope that all of my colleagues want to see answers to these important questions as well before we begin to advance this nomination. Madam President, I yield the floor and suggest absence of a quorum.